Ricky in Waltham Forest. Ricky, good evening.
Hi. Hi, how's it going? You okay?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, so basically, the long and short of my situation was that I had a couple CCJs and I was told that I can go online and basically speak to one of the biggest law firms in the country that can have this removed. It was past the 1 month threshold, I think it is. Essentially, they asked me my circumstance. They approved that they can sort it out based off my circumstance, and they have a close relationship with the people that I owed money. So essentially, they asked me to send the money across, which was about 800 quid for me to instruct them.
Okay, this is not, don't name them, but this is not one of the biggest law firms in the country, Ricky. First of all, the biggest law firms in the country don't deal with removing CCJs, and second of all, they would charge a heck of a lot more than 800 quid.
Fair enough. But yeah, I guess it's
this is a little high street firm, isn't it?
Well, I'm not exactly sure. The way they fronted it, essentially, that's how they fronted it. It could have been just a bit of marketing.
All right. Anyway, what's your question for me, Ricky?
So I sent the money across and they essentially stopped responding to me, no response. So I was just wondering what's the best way of going about it in terms of like chasing the situation and getting my money back.
Have you asked them for the money back?
Yeah, I sent an email across saying that if they're unable to do the work, that they should have send it back to me.
Just one email?
No, I've sent a couple emails.
Okay.
I sent emails.
Have you had replies?
No response at all.
No response at all. How long ago did you first ask for return of the money?
This was about 3 weeks ago.
Right, and in those 3 weeks, you've sent 2 emails and you've not had replies to either of them.
Yeah, no. I first sent an email asking for my money back. Then I sent a follow-up email for that. Yeah, and I never had no response.
Right. Have they done any work for you, as far as you know?
Nothing at all.
Just tell me again. You did say it. When did you first instruct them? Did you say November?
Yeah, around the November period.
Right. So, of course, you can get the money back if they don't do the job, but it's not necessarily the easiest or quickest process in the world. The first thing you need to do is use their internal complaints process. Have you looked for a copy of that on their website?
Yeah, that's how I emailed them.
You've already done
that. They had an email address for that.
Fine. So if they don't reply, if they don't respond to your complaint within the time set out in their process, and I'm assuming they're meant to acknowledge it within 7 days. Does it say that?
I never read that, but there was an automated response, but that was just to say that they had received the email.
So in their complaints process, what's the time frame it sets out for responding?
It literally just has an email address. It says complaints and an email address.
And it doesn't have a process with a time frame set out?
It doesn't have no information beneath that, no.
Okay, I'm surprised at that. Are you sure this is a firm of solicitors, a regulated firm of solicitors? Don't name them, but are you sure that they are solicitors and not claims handlers?
Well, I did my basic due diligence, and they are registered as solicitors online, and they've got like their own company house, and there's a few reviews where they've responded as they are regulated solicitors. That's the basic.
So I would do 2 things. First of all, I would report them to the Solicitors Regulation Authority, which is the body that tells solicitors off if they're a bit naughty. And I would also write to them, say you're withdrawing their instructions due to the absence of any work. So, sorry, I'd say unless they reply confirming the work they've done within 14 days, in 14 days' time, and put the date, 14 days later, they should regard instructions as withdrawn, and you want your £800 returned. Once you've done that, if they continue to ignore you, you'll be able to bring a claim in the small claims court. But Ricky, as you've heard me say to a few people tonight, that's going to take 12 to 18 months to work its way through the process.
Right.
All right. I'm sorry about that. You'll get the money back if they don't do the work. It's just not easy in terms of time.